back at it, back with the podcast. Welcome to Chef's Day Off, where you get unfettered access to one of the greatest culinary minds in the free world.
Doing this. Jesus.
My name is Marcus. I'm half of the Marcus and Corey Morning Show for Star 101.3 in the San Francisco Bay Area on iHeartRadio. I am here at 25 Lusk Restaurant, chef owner, my man right here.
Hi, Matthew Dolan, chef, one of the partners here at 25 Lusk. And
the purpose of
it's so nice to me.
Podcast is just to kind of roll the curtain back. We get to ask you all the questions we want. We learn how to cook from a master, I'll say it, and I'm here to learn. The big thing we want to talk about today is leftovers. Weird, however, I feel like leftovers could help us alleviate one of the worst problems facing the U.S. right now and the state of California, which is food insecurity.
Yeah, food insecurity is basically people don't know. It's the sad reality of not knowing when you're going to get your next meal.
Right.
And 39% of Californians suffer from food insecurity, from middle income to you name it. It's terrifying.
That's literally almost half of us.
Almost.
And on the other side, you have a tremendous amount of food waste, not just in California, but the whole country. So what are the stats on that?
Yeah, food waste. I mean, you think about all these people that don't know when they're going to get their next meal, yet in the U.S., we're throwing roughly 40% of our food away. And that amount of food is enough to feed the planet 3 times over. So we have scarcity in a time of surplus. What are we doing?
Now, the state has passed an initiative requiring restaurants to utilize leftovers more. Like in what way?
Yeah, basically a hotel or a restaurant that's of a certain size, food and dining outlets, food and dining. I just said that, food and beverage. You know what I meant. They're basically realizing the problem and saying, well, we have to control this somehow. So we report that we're using our leftovers or our scraps, instead of throwing them away, we're serving them to the homeless or our staff or both, or engaging a third party to come and pick up stuff to actually help not only lower the food waste, but also to get more food to people in need.
So we figured out in the commercial kitchen, and now we're coming to your house. Was that menacing?
It was. I was a little nervous.
My number one favorite way to use leftovers is through soup. And soup can be scary for people. Why is soup scary for people?
Well, I don't know. I think it's so easy to get the can at the store.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Convenience?
That or maybe, who knows? But that was like, Grandma always had a soup, like East Coast, the chowder, San Francisco, the cioppino, the Italians, the minestrone, the Mexican pozole. Everyone has a soup. But if it's not Grandma's recipe or it's so specific, it doesn't work out. And soup can take time if you really want it to be great. But I don't know. So tell me, what's your favorite soup as it relates to leftovers?
As it relates to leftovers, I love to make what's called juk or congee, which is the Chinese rice porridge. The reason why I love it is because we cook a lot of chicken in my house. We use a lot of chicken. Like I do whole chickens only. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of chicken carcasses. Right. And then we always have a lot of rice in my house. Good. And juk is so simple, especially if you have like an Instant Pot. It's literally 3 cups cooked rice, 6 cups chicken broth, 2 hindquarters, about 2 tablespoons of ginger, some green onions, and that's it.
I was falling asleep on it. I'm joking. Sorry. No,
I only got through 5 ingredients.
I'm joking. But so you're saying you just throw it all in the same pot and you go.
Yeah. Like literally, you open your fridge and you're like, what am I going to do with all this chicken? What am I going to do with all this rice? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I have ginger. Oh my God, I got green onions. It's perfect.
Well, I mean, soup does make sense as well, because let's say you're a vegetarian or you're vegan, you can get away with making a brilliant soup, but this goes back to seasoning, of course, and making sure.
Here's the other brilliant part about juk/congee is you don't season it till you're done, and then you just put the soy sauce.
So breaking all the rules.
That's it.
Breaking all the rules.
You don't have to do the layering. Uh-huh. You don't have to do the evaporation, the reducing that scares people. Mm-hmm. Did I put enough in? Are these too many carrots or whatever? You just kind of go.
You just go for it.
Done.
Well, that's awful. All right.
The other one I like is the one I brought the other day, which was the leftover holiday ham bone and white bean soup.
Which, by the way, Marcus makes a mean holiday ham bone and white bean soup. It's no joke. He did it with elegance and grace. And I'm not just saying that to be nice to him, and we haven't seen each other in a minute, but yeah, no, it was really good.
I like that one because it's forgiving as well, because you could take a ham bone or leftover prime rib and just let it simmer. The key is simmer. Don't boil.
Don't boil.
You could let it simmer for really as long as you want, I think.
Now, getting away from soup, there's also some chatter on the street that, let's get back to a little bit of south of the border cuisine. There's something that you claim that I've never had before.
I can't believe you've never had a taquito.
What is it? I mean, I get that it's like a small taco.
Okay. So let's say you have a leftover chicken. Again, I have a lot of chicken in my house. You tear it up. You mix it with some Mexican blend cheese. Again, with the green onions. You create a mix. You roll that up in a corner flour tortilla. You seal it off a little egg wash. And then you do either a shallow or a deep fry.
Oh, you fry it.
And they're
well, are you going to teach me how to make one of these?
And then you cover it.
Yes.
In Spanish, we say, hacemos la bandera. You make the flag. So you have your lettuce, your tomato, your guacamole, and you basically make the Mexican flag on your...
What's the white part? Queso fresco?
Either queso fresco or sour cream. Or crema. And taquitos are one of those things. It's like it's a privilege because they're not necessarily good for you, but God, are they delicious.
See, in the world of leftovers, as a chef, theoretically, to run the kitchen like a business, you don't want leftovers.
Right.
You want exact purchasing. You sell everything you got. It's fresh product.
Right.
Always rotating. But there's only 2 leftovers that I've always loved, that I've been against leftovers until we started having this conversation about talking about this. Leftover pizza for me, I could do leftover pizza.
Hot or cold?
Well, both.
Okay.
But if it's cold, I'll throw some ham or some prosciutto on top of it and have the hamza. Then it's a great breakfast. You even fry an egg on that guy. It's amazing. Hamza, pizza with ham, hamza. Work on it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it more.
So you take a cold piece of cheese pizza and just throw ham or prosciutto.
Absolutely. Fry an egg and I'm good to go. And I'm super happy. This is the downside of being in the food business. And the minute I leave the professional kitchen, I'll eat just about anything. So it doesn't need to be fancy. I love corn dogs. I think we've talked about this. But anyway, the other
deviating, chef.
I know. And the other one I love Chinese food in general. I think it's brilliant. And leftover Chinese food, hell yeah. But like leftover pasta, when you reheat it, it gets mushy. And some stuff just doesn't make it. So, I mean, I encourage people to not have leftovers, but if you do, use them, right?
Right.
And so that's it. A mutual friend of ours, who might just be standing right there, claims that
behind the camera.
Yeah, behind the camera. He says that chicken salad sandwiches are the way to go, and I don't hate that.
I don't disagree.
I mean, this is the gentleman who introduced me to Juk, but I didn't see chicken salad sandwiches coming.
We have to get a shout out to our camera guy, Terry.
I think Terry. Well, did we ever his permission? But
it's fine.
He said no. Lovely. The day is long. But
okay, I made Cornish game hens on the rotisserie 2 nights ago. And we ate them, but we had a ton left over. And I thought Cornish game hen chicken salad.
Ooh.
Here's the problem. I brought them to work, forgot to eat them, and they sat Cornish game hen sat in my car all day. Then I got home and I was heartbroken when I opened up my lunchbox and I was like, "Can I still eat this?"
No. Please tell me you didn't.
What if I boil it?
Oh God.
No.
5 minutes in the microwave.
No,
Let's see what happens.
I know the rule. When in doubt, throw it out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
I hate wasting.
Oh, yeah, me too.
All right, last move.
Okay.
For me is you go to a restaurant, you have a big breakfast, you have leftovers in a container that you're going to shove in your fridge and never see again. I learned this just the other day. I can't believe it took me this long. Get a gigantic flour tortilla, a couple pieces of American cheese. I don't care what the breakfast was. Roll it up into a burrito, bring it to work. You're welcome.
I mean, that's pretty awesome, too.
I lost my mind. By themselves, these leftovers, not good. Rolled up in a flour
Put it together.
American cheese is the great equalizer. That was the key. How do you feel about American cheese?
Well, I'm not against it. Okay. I think the individually wrapped American cheese just contributes to plastic waste, and that's stupid.
I know it's gross. Everything about it is wrong.
But I'm sorry, but like a fried egg and bacon and cheese sandwich, I'm going American cheese. That's fine. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time because technically it's not really cheese. You know another thing we could do with our leftovers, and if you're going to the restaurant, you have all these boxes of food.
Yeah.
Instead of taking them home and shoving them in the fridge, you'd be surprised. You know, homeless people are people too, and you're walking down the street and you see some guy or girl sitting there, and they are in need. Offer it to someone who actually could use it then and there. You know, I mean that's the kind of the immediate strategy versus potentially, you know, because I've thrown leftovers away, and it's saddening, but
hurts my heart.
Yeah, you know, I mean it's just. But I love this conversation because the food system we have is a little fractured, and these are ways to look out for one another and also to protect our food system a bit.
Leftovers, baby.
Yeah, leftovers. Who knew?
We will have a video up soon. You want to follow at Chef's Day Off Podcast on Instagram. I'm going to show Chef how to make taquitos.
I'm excited.
And then I'm going to eat them all.
No. All of them? You're going to save one for Terry, right?
We appreciate you checking us out this week. We'll catch you next week with more. Have a great one. And if you come to San Francisco, visit 25 Lusk and my man, Chef Matthew Dolan. Talk to you guys next week.